To fight for my downtrodden race. Sarah Winnemucca Hopkins. Sarah Winnemucca Hopkins, 1844 to 1891, was the daughter and granddaughter of Paiute, or Paiute, chiefs and grew up to be a leader and advocate for her people. She published an autobiography in 1883 entitled Life Among the Paiutes, Their Wrongs and Claims. The following excerpt is the beginning of her autobiography. I was born somewhere near 1844, but am not sure of the precise time. I was a very small child when the first white people came into our country. They came like a lion, yes, like a roaring lion, and have continued so ever since, and I have never forgotten their first coming. My people were scattered at that time over nearly all the territory now known as Nevada. My grandfather was chief of the entire Paiute nation, and was camped near Humboldt Lake, with a small portion of his tribe, when a party traveling eastward from California was seen coming. When the news was brought to my grandfather, he asked what they looked like. When told that they had hair on their faces and were white, he jumped up and clasped his hands together and cried aloud, "My white brothers! My long-looked-for white brothers have come at last!" He immediately gathered some of his leading men and went to the place where the party had gone into camp. Arriving near them, he was commanded to halt in a manner that was readily understood without an interpreter. Grandfather at once made signs of friendship by throwing down his robe and throwing up his arms to show them he had no weapons. But in vain. They kept him at a distance. He knew not what to do. He had expected so much pleasure in welcoming his white brothers to the best in the land, that after looking at them sorrowfully for a little while, he came away quite unhappy. But he would not give them up so easily. He took some of his most trustworthy men and followed them day after day, camping near them at night and traveling in sight of them by day, hoping in this way to gain their confidence. But he was disappointed. Poor dear old soul! I can imagine his feelings, for I have drank deeply from the same cup. When I think of my past life and the bitter trials I have endured, I can scarcely believe I live, and yet I do, and with the help of him who notes the sparrow's fall, I mean to fight for my downtrodden race while life lasts.